aunt. What's that?
I love me, gonna love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Hey, gonna love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Can't love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Anytime, day or night.
So, I have been, I feel like, let's just say, touched by ghosts before. Okay, this was 5th grade. And this was not to the day, but it was a month after my Nana had passed away. And I was sitting up against a bookshelf like this. Nothing, like my whole back is touching the thing. And a friend is on my right side, and another friend, well, she wasn't really my friend, but there was a person to my left, or my right. And we're doing this little group activity. Specifically, I'm leaning up against a bookshelf that's not even this tall. It's like tall. And I feel 2 taps on my shoulders exactly at the same time. Like, turn around. It was like someone went like this to me. And both fingers were at the exact same time. And it felt like someone had come from behind me. So I turn away and I look, and there's just the bookshelf. And it wasn't like someone went like this.
Yeah, because it feels different.
Yeah,
because you're gonna, first of all, you're gonna see them do this.
And it's like, it felt specifically like someone came from behind me to touch me. And I look at my friend, I'm like, did you do that? She's like, no. I look to the person next to me on the other side, I'm like, did you do that? She's like, no. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm literally in shock for a good minute. I'm just like, what the hell just happened? Because back then, I wasn't really, like, spooky into the paranormal. But then I literally told my mom, and she was like, oh, my God. Yo, like, something happened. And it was literally a month after my Nana passed away. So, like, someone in this house is, like, watching over us and stuff. And another time was there goes my fancy pen. On this bed, I was lying on that side, behind Rihanna. It was on that side of the bed. And I was lying down. And it was just when I woke up. And it was on a Saturday. And on Saturdays, my mom works part-time at Target. You know, just like part-time, bring in some extra money. So I'm lying down, and it's a Saturday morning. I'm on my phone, and I feel, turn around. And with force, I feel like someone going like this. And like the middle of my back, I feel like someone pushed me. But it's not like a that. It's like a with force. So I think it's my mom coming in from behind me to like surprise me with something she bought at Target. So I'm like, oh, it's probably like my mom. I turn around. No one is there. And I regret this now, but what I should have done was turn on the voice recorder and like said, is there someone there? Is anyone here to protect me or whatever? But I was so shocked. A skeptic probably like thinks I'm crazy or like, oh, she's lying. No, all of these things are 100% true. And like some of these things have like photos to back it up. So then my dog gets off the couch, and then he goes to the hallway. Like where the living room meets the hallway. And he looks up at the top of the stairs. And he looks and he watches something. He watches as if someone is walking down the stairs. Looks across the hall. And
goes
then out the door. And then he goes up on the couch and looks out the window as if someone is walking away. And then my Nana was like, oh my God, the ferret's dead. And she went upstairs and my mom's ferret had passed away.
So, this is a story about my aunt.
I'm gonna just
again.
get some water. Keep
Okay.
telling your story.
So, this is about my aunt.
Can you get my water as well? Yeah. Keep telling.
Thank you. So, she has this little friend, a dwarf. I can't find any other way to explain it.
Is that like a little person?
Yeah, like literally a dwarf.
Oh,
Apparently.
it's a doll?
No, it's just a dwarf. I don't know how to explain it as well, but it's just a dwarf.
Okay,
You can ask her about it.
Let's leave it
but
at that.
let's leave it at that. Just a dwarf. And this little friend just likes to get our things. Because I remember my mom was missing her earrings. And my mom's like, no, not my mom. My aunt's like, oh, the dwarf took it. And we were looking for it for weeks. And suddenly my mom finds it, like, I don't remember where she found it, but she found it somewhere where the earrings would not be. And I actually also had an experience with this dwarf, because I had a necklace. I don't have it anymore, but I had this this rosary necklace. And it never comes off. I never take it off. I don't remove it. It wouldn't come off. And one day I wake up and it's not there anymore. I'm like, where are you? Where are you? You are precious to me. Where are you? And so we keep looking, and my aunt's like, oh, my dwarf friend probably took it. And we're like, okay, we don't question at this point because she's just
All right.
she's just out of the three of them, my mom, their elder sibling, and the youngest. The youngest is the one with the dwarf. She's the one that's been most surrounded with these weird stuff.
Thing.
One thing in our culture is, because you know those trees with like the mounds of dirt, every time you pass those you have to say tabi tabi po, which is Filipino for excuse me. You always have to say that, or else you're gonna get sick of some sort. It's a superstitious belief that if you do that you're gonna get sick somehow, and the only way that you can you can stop being sick, I don't know how to put it, to stop being sick is to go back to that thing and say like, hey, sorry for stepping over your mound and not saying excuse me, because apparently they're the dwarves. Those same dwarves live in those mounds, and you just have to say excuse me.
That is weird.
Yeah, it's weird. So that dwarf apparently put my necklace in the I think it's the back seat of one of the cars. That dwarf.
Also, I'll have like little psychic things that happen, and it just like blows my mind. Like me and my one friend were talking about Drake and Josh, and we were talking about how it's never on TV, and we haven't seen it in years. So I text her, and this is at the exact same moment. I don't have the text message anymore, but I have a friend who could back me up. She's not here. She's not this person, but my text was, I haven't seen this show in years. Or, yeah, it was that. And then she said, I haven't watched Drake and Josh in literal years. And it's almost the exact same wording at the exact same time. How is that a coincidence? Way too long.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a series.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I was still living in the Philippines, we after school we would always go to one of, not technically my aunt, but we have a name for like people who we consider like aunts. So we always go to her place, and it's me and a couple other students from different schools, because sometimes she also like tutors us and helps us out. So we go there, and her house, she's had it like they've had the house for a really long time, and apparently the previous owners like died there, so that's
Good.
like
Starting out good.
comforting. Yeah,
Comforting.
And
So this is like your aunt's house?
yeah,
Like
so
a close family member that you just call your aunt?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
in her house a lot of things happen. There was one time, she was really freaked out by this, but there was one time because she has an AC in her room, and she comes in and she's like, why is it so cold in my room? And she hears the buzzing of the AC, and she leans in. That's the AC, but she looks at the plug and it's not plugged in. The AC's not plugged in, and she's like, okay, this is interesting. I wish that this would work all the time so I don't have to pay my electricity bill. That's literally what she said. But
I'm like, cool, just like here with my demon friends.
yeah. And she, at night, because they have a huge organ.
Okay.
Like just
Not a piano,
just
an organ.
Oh no, it was a grand piano,
Oh,
not an
okay.
organ. It was a huge.
But like still, kind of
it's
like a
huge.
creepy instrument
Yeah,
that you
it's
hear in
creepy.
horror movies.
Yeah, and she would just like randomly hear someone playing, and sometimes it would be like nice music, sometimes it would be nice in an ominous kind of way.
Ominous.
It's like that thing where it's nice, but when you hear it at 2 a.m., you wouldn't really enjoy the sounds of it, especially when you know that nobody in the house really plays the piano. Because nobody in her house really, they
Fun.
don't really play the piano. So just like, just curling up in my blanket.
Leave me alone, demons.
Yeah. And one of the kids that, comes...
Oh, God.
They couldn't handle our stories.
Oh, okay. So apparently the whole tripod just like broke. I have no idea how that happened. Maybe it's the demons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just hold it like a vlog.
Okay.
I'll just finish up my.
Okay. So my my tripod just broke. So now we're filming on a little tripod.
What
Now
was
you
I
get a
saying?
different. Something about the piano.
Oh yeah, the piano. What else? Oh, we do have one of the kids in like our tutor group was. She kind of has a third eye, and
What?
what? Like she can see like people.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. And actually our aunt also has, she can also see people. So she usually sees like a middle-aged man. And apparently this middle-aged man is mean because he keeps doing this to her. Apparently. It's like mocking her every time, and she's like, our aunt would just,
She's possessed by demons.
she would just see one of our friends just doing this to like open space, just doing this, just like mocking the ghost back, and she's like,
Like, you okay?
why?
Okay, so hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.